It's time to get back to what this channel was always about: philosophy, philosophizing. I think that's what this is. Or maybe it's just me losing my mind. Sometimes, out of the corner of my eye, I'll see Marbles or Sadie walking by me. They're my cats, if you don't know. And I'll look down and they're not there. Sometimes, very rarely, I will feel extremely tall and everything will look very small. And I'm I want to say I'm not perceiving it to be small. It actually looks small. Like everything looks kind of like if you've ever seen a tilt shift picture, looks like that, but clearer, not with the blur around the top and bottom. Almost like a miniature. And that was really funny one time because Sadie, the big fat cat, she was sitting on her placemat on the dinner table. And I know she's big, but she wasn't this big because she covered the entire table with her gigantic body on this tiny little dining table. It was very funny. But I know that didn't happen. I know that unless all the objects around me just spontaneously decided to shrink, and Sadie decided to spontaneously get really huge for no reason. I know that didn't happen. So, if I can see cats that don't exist out of the corner of my eye, if things can change size in front of my eyes, not in front of my eyes, it just sort of happens. Like I don't see it happen, but then somebody says, "Oh, why is everything so tiny?" If that happens, what else do I see, think, hear, smell that isn't real? You know, sometimes when I talk to a person with my mouth, which is how most people talk, the way they react to what I say makes me think that I didn't say what I actually thought I said. If I can't trust anything I see, smell, think, hear, or even say, what can I trust? I don't even have I can't even trust my memories. When I was a little me, about this big, that was a very little me. And when I was about probably 3, assuming this memory is even real, 3 or 4, probably isn't real, Pluto the dog, the cartoon character, came to visit me at night. Now, that was either my perception of what was there not being correct, or it's a false memory. I don't know because obviously I can't prove that I saw a cartoon character. Obviously, it wasn't there. Obviously, it couldn't be there. And yet I saw it when I was a little me. Or I think I saw it. It could be a completely fake memory. I don't know. And if I cannot remember, if I can't even trust my memory, how do I know anything is real? How do I know I ever had a job? How do I know anything from before this very moment is real? Is something that actually happened? Uh, Sometimes this only happened a long time ago when I talked to people I'd never met before would come up to me and say, "Hey, my real name. I'm not giving you guys my real name. How you doing?" And they would act like they'd known who I am, that I know who they are. I had no idea who they were. So were they just being really weird? I mean, how? I mean, they knew who I was. They knew my name, so obviously they somehow knew me. I didn't have any clue who they were. And this happened multiple times. So, did they know me? I mean, like I said, they had to have known my name at least. And how would they? I don't know how they would have known me. This is in the before times before everybody had the internet. This was like in the 90s, if you can believe that. That was when I was a little me. I was a little me in the 80s. This was the 90s. So they couldn't have looked me up online. And somehow they knew who I was. And I didn't know who they were. And so I must have known who they were. And I just totally forgot. And to this day, I have no idea who these people were. So I never saw them again. Or maybe I did see them. And I just don't remember it. Maybe they were really good friends. And I just don't remember it. I completely, totally forgot that I went off to some certification school, a crappy certification school. Don't do that, guys. In the mid 2000s, I totally forgot that happened, and I didn't even remember any of it until I was reminded that it happened. I literally remembered not one bit of it. I didn't remember going there, ever being there. Nothing before it, nothing after it. Nothing. Until somebody told me about it. And I said, oh yeah, that's right. Now here's a good question. Did I actually do that? Or was this another false memory that was only in there because I was told that I went there? I don't know. Because obviously there's no way for me to prove it. I don't have anything from back then. It'd be really great to find out nothing's real. This life is absolutely awful.